Hello everyone, welcome to Web3 TV. My name is Cristina Nájera. I am your host, and today we are going to discover more about real-world assets with Anton. Anton, welcome. Thank you so much for coming. I'm very excited to hear more about what you have to say because this is a trending topic. Everybody needs to understand more about this. So please introduce yourself and tell us more about it.
Thank you very much, Cristina. So it's really a pleasure to be here today at Web3 and AI Summit, and I'm really having a blast. So thank you for having me. And just to briefly introduce myself, so my name is Anton Golub. I've been in the crypto industry for more than 10 years, so a really long time. I have built several crypto companies, a crypto exchange, crypto market maker, crypto co-working hub, and I've been working as well on tokenization of real-world assets. As you say, one of the most exciting topics in the crypto industry.
Yes, we cannot wait to hear more, especially because now what Anton is going to share is that you can tokenize everything. But first of all, would you like to share more about what is tokenized if somebody never heard about it?
So the way I explained the tokenization to my parents, actually, I actually told them, imagine that you can close your eyes and anything in the world there is of value, you put it on the blockchain in digital form. So it's in digital form on the blockchain as a token that later on you can freely exchange, share with other people. You can have it in your wallet. And I usually then gave the example to my parents. I said, imagine that the house they live in, if you can actually tokenize it and have it in digital form on the blockchain and in their wallet. Unlike today, where you have all these papers, all of these documents, and the notaries, the local departments, where they have to keep these papers to kind of prove that my parents own the real estate. So this is how I would describe it.
Wow, very easy to understand and very easy to see how you can get involved because as Anton mentioned, you need to close your eyes and then do this exercise, do it with your friends, do it with your parents, and let's see what they said, right?
Exactly.
And also we want to dive into real-world assets because this is something that before it wasn't really a thing. Now that, blockchain is more popular and people want to get into it, it's easier to understand when they see something physical because, blockchain is a technology that is not visible. So now with real-world assets, they can actually connect both worlds.
Exactly.
So how are you doing that? Would you like to share more?
Yeah. So first, there's usually very big statements around real-world assets and around tokenization. And some people say in 5 to 10 years, trillions of dollars of all of these assets in the real world will be in the blockchain in the shape of a token. So those are very, very big statements. And some even say that everything that you can imagine that will be tokenized actually, and will be on the blockchain. Now, then we have to ask today, what is the reality today? Like, what do we actually have as real-world assets in a shape of a token on the blockchain? And most of the tokenized real-world assets today are actually government bonds. So it's very interesting. And then the first question might be, but why government bonds? And it's actually because of the demand from the market, actually. So a lot of the crypto participants, so the players in the crypto industry, they want exposure to a safe instrument that gives you a little bit of return, a little bit of yield. What better than government bonds? So that's why the best example today is maybe the BlackRock that tokenized US government bond. And then you have a token from BlackRock, the world's biggest asset manager, which you can buy, and then you have exposure to real-world assets.
Exactly, because now that you work with governments, you can literally trust them and you know that is real.
Yes.
So I think it's important that, they lead this journey because once they see that the government is doing this, everybody will be more open to do that because, sometimes people need to see that somebody else is doing it so they can step in.
Absolutely.
So how do you see this in the future? Like if somebody wants to start now, what they should be doing?
So I think you mentioned a very important point is that you need to have support from the government and the regulators. And I think for us as an industry, it's absolutely key that we collaborate with the regulators and the governments, especially around enabling laws that allow for tokenization of real-world assets. And I cannot explain how much work that is to do, but I'll give you an example. In Switzerland, it took many, many years to talk to the politicians, to talk to the lawyers, to create the drafts of the laws. And then after years of discussion, And then after it went to the parliament, the government approved something called DLT law, Distributed Ledger Technology law, where we were all involved. And then this law enabled all the industry participants to issue these tokens, real world assets, on the blockchain, and that these tokens actually have legal protection and legal rights. So if you really have a token, it's exactly as if owning the real asset. So I would really advise everyone to first be aware of the regulatory requirements, because actually it's a key topic. We're dealing with real world assets. And then secondly, also, we are still in the early days of building platforms. So issuance platforms, tokenizations platforms, marketplaces where you can trade those tokens. Here, we're still in the early days. So we need a lot of you to join and build.
Yes, welcome builders, welcome users. It's very important for you to understand how you can get involved with your industry. Either you are in fashion, real estate, whatever you do, there is a way you can join Web3. And the most important thing is that you keep learning. You join this channel, you join people that understand or at least are eager to learn more. And we love to know if you would like to share something before we finish.
Yeah, so first wanted to say that I'm very excited about the event today. So the Web3 and AI Summit. And I think this year it's a bit special because AI has created such a big impact in our lives and our society. And walking around the event here, I actually feel the same excitement about AI as we had about crypto, in the early days, when people would imagine amazing things happening, and amazing advances. I think we're kind of the same place there. We saw the first capabilities of AI. I think maybe even, I know you and I use it in our daily life.
In our posts.
in our social media content. But I have to say, it's just an amazing event. It's great to have you today. Thank you very much for hosting at Web3 TV. Always a pleasure. And hopefully we'll repeat that at the next event, maybe.
Yes, thank you so much. Remember, just keep watching, invite your friends, and come to events. Like if you're in Dubai, come to the Dubai AI and Web3 event, or look around in your city. If there is an event, don't hesitate to just go and be eager to learn more. See you next time.
See you.